happiest moment in my life is when he was in me. I long to hear him say he loved me. I'll abandon morality and reason. I just want be with you. John? Are you deaf? Huh? Didn't you hear my wife write a love letter to your husband? Speak up. Your husband seduced my woman into bed. Don't want to talk, huh? Fine. Fine. I'll make you beg me later.
Isn't your wife also enjoying that? Now you claim me for that? Isn't that ridiculous? Your woman worked as a secretary, but climbed onto my husband's bed. Let me tell you, I am the real victim. If you're looking for consolation... Sorry, I don't have the time.
You! Don't pretend. I don't believe you wouldn't mind at all.
Since you don't love me, why did you marry me?
You don't need to know. Just be Mrs. Grace. You don't want me to cut off your brother's medicine, right?
The affairs of John spread the entire Ripon City. Can I mind them all? But I must remind you, with his power currently, and his hate of being threatened, if you do such a thing, you must bear his retaliation.
Bobby, save me, please. I want to live. It's not worth it for that woman.
Mom? What's wrong, Mom?
I heard your mom has a heart condition. If she is continuously frightened without timely treatment, what do you think will happen?
John, you madman.
You'd better ensure my wife remains unharmed. Otherwise, be prepared to go home for mourning.
Take me to the hospital. I will give you money.
It's dangerous to stop a car like this.
I can give you a lot of money.
Do you know, it's dangerous to get into a man's car randomly.
Your husband seduced my woman into bed.
Letting a stranger get in the car is also dangerous.
You were drugged. I won't take advantage of women like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend.
I will take you to the hospital. If you're tired, take a nap. It's not far anyway. You always trust in strange men.
Well, I don't have anything to lose.
What took you so long to answer? The copy for a South District project is exactly like the one from Singapore last time. Don't you have any new ideas?
I am in the hospital.
I got frightened today. I promise it won't happen again.
Mr. Grace, you're here. I have been looking for you for so long.
I have work to do here. Gotta hang up.
Have you thought it through?
Debbie, I want to marry you. Your past and your family is out of your choice. All of this has nothing to do with you.
"7 years. Feels like a fleeting dream. Before I can reminisce, I'm already awake. We still live under the same roof. But you've changed so much. From that man who would save me."
You're awake.
Thank you. Would you like to have a drink together?
With you, a patient.
It'll be fine once the effect passed?
You pay the bill.
No problem.
Drink slowly. I'm going to the restroom.
Mr. Grace? Mr. Grace, being so busy with work. Would you mind having a drink?
Who are you? You have no chance tonight. Mr. Grace has an appointment. He will go for a massage with me.
So, this is why you won't go home tonight.
What about you? Don't say you're here to see me.
Mr. Grace? I've been waiting you for half... Hey, haha, no wonder you didn't like the girl I found for you. This is the style you like. Got it.
You're Mr. Zouch, right? Hello? I am Debbie, wife of John. We've met before.
Hello.
It's okay. You guys go ahead. I won't disturb you any longer.
Don't mind her, let's continue.
Come to my house tonight. Keep me company for a while.
I'm sorry.
Have you drunk too much? How about I take you home? I'm very good at taking care of people.
Let go of me.
Aren't you with me tonight?
Get out of here. My car is outside. How about I take you for a drive, huh?
Not interested.
You hit someone and still act so righteous. You really think too highly of yourself? Ah.
What do you want?
What do you think I want?
Let go of me. Help.
It seems Jack is only focused on making money. He failed to teach his son well.
What do you think you are? Dare to mention my dad's name. If you angered me, you'll get into serious trouble. What are you looking at? All of you. Get away.
Tell your dad to come and apologize, otherwise this won't be over.
Sorry, he doesn't recognize you. I've already called his dad.
Let go of me.
You brat, are you blind? You dare to mess with Mr. Sanchez? Fuck off! Mr. Sanchez, he is drunk. Mr. Sanchez, please spare him.
Apologize to her?
Apologize right now. Mrs. Grace.
Do you know each other?
Forget it. Let's go.
Mr. Zouch, better sober up your son. Running a business isn't easy. If something goes wrong at his hands, it would be too much a loss.
I'm sorry.
What's going on?
Mr. Grace, my son just offended Mrs. Grace. I'm explaining to Mr. Sanchez.
Since when does my wife need someone else to stand up for her? Miles, don't you manage her too far.
Miles?
Well, didn't he tell you? He's our uncle-in-law.
I'm not even married to Maggie yet. You need not be so polite.
So you think you can openly seduce Debbie, right?
John, how could you say that?
Debbie, don't you tell me you guys meet here by chance?
Right. John, I like her. Could you please divorce her?
Miles, with Maggie's outstanding beauty, how can you fancy a girl like Debbie? So stop kidding around.
It all depends on Debbie.
Honey, didn't you tell me you were not feeling well? I'll take you back. If you're going to leave, make it quickly. Don't make me wait for you.
I don't want to leave.
Don't make me lose my patience. You know I hate women who play coy the most.
I will leave when I want to.
What exactly do you want to do? Do you want to stay and get involved with Miles? You're my wife. Don't you have the slightest sense of decency?
How can you say such things? Then why did you marry me? To create a painful marriage?
I'll ask you one last time. Are you leaving or not?
You can choose to stay. No one can force you.
Beauty, don't be afraid. Let's have fun.
Get?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Let's go.
Debbie.
After being married for so long, it's time to exercise my rights as a husband.
Let go of me. Let go of me. Don't touch me. I'm afraid of getting dirty.
Are you saying I'm dirty? Then tell me what you consider as clean, like you and Miles?
After I was taken away, he was the one who took me to the hospital.
Why him?
Stop.
We are legally married. You have no right to refuse.
Don't touch me when you are with other women. If you want to have sex, go find someone else.
Are you a true virgin? Stop pretending. Everyone knows. A girl named Debbie, whose mother is filthy, she flirts from one man to another.
You haven't had sex with me since we got married. Now I know why. You once said my birth and family have nothing to do with me.
Is that so? Remember what you said today. Don't trouble the woman I am interested in, nor should you flirt with other men to seek a sense of existence.
Fine. I won't interfere with your affairs. I thought you could give me a memory of unchanging loyalty. I've tried my best. Why did it end like this? Why? Hello?
Debbie, Jason is sick again. He is insisting on seeing you. Can you come over now?
Watch over him for me. I'll be there right away.
Debbie wants me. Debbie doesn't want me. Debbie wants me. Debbie doesn't want me.
Jason.
Debbie, I miss you so much. What took you so long?
I'm sorry, Jason. I've been a bit busy these days, so I haven't come to see you.
Debbie, eat candy.
You eat it.
Okay, I will. Oh, found it. Debbie, eat candy. Debbie, why do you look unhappy? Why?
How could it be? Nothing is happier than being with you.
Really?
Jason, be good. You need to stay healthy. When I make some money and buy a big house next year, we can live there together. Is that good?
Good. I want a big house.
All right, we should go to sleep, okay?
Okay. Jason, go to sleep.
Give me the lollipop. Go to sleep.
Okay.
I'm not alone. At least, Jason has always been by my side, never leaving nor forsaking.
Miss Cook.
Ms. Dent.
How are you doing in the Grace family? Why do you seem a little haggard?
They've treated me well.
I've heard about the news. Is it for Jason that you reluctantly married John?
In the beginning, I married him for my own happiness, but the result...
If there's anything, you can go to your mother. After all, she is now a renowned dancer, presumably.
Thank you, Ms. Dent. If she had treated us sincerely...
She wouldn't have sent us back to Harris family.
Come back so late. Miss Cook, you've been really busy, huh?
I'm tired. Let's talk tomorrow. Can you go out now?
Why? Unhappy.
No. If you want to sleep here, then I'll go to the living room.
This weekend, my mom wants us to go back together. Get ready. Remember to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
John, you're back. Fiona has been talking about it. She wants to make your favorite dish.
Is my mom in the room?
Yes. Go up and see her first. The meal will be ready soon.
Okay, I'll go check on my mom first. Wait here for me.
Mm-hmm. Ms. Ellen, please get me a pair of slippers.
Our family's slippers are only for family members.
I am the wife of John.
Oh. So it turns out you're the woman John kept outside.
Did you bring me here today just to humiliate me? What do you mean?
You think too highly of yourself. The slippers of our young lady are not for you to wear.
If that's the case, then I'll go inside.
Such bad manners.
Have you fallen for that bitch? Do you even know what you promised me initially? The conditions for marrying her.
Mom, I know.
John loves to linger amongst the girls, yet he actively pursued and asked to marry me. Fiona detests me to the extreme, but she tacitly consented to my marriage with her son. What exactly is the reason?
Why are you standing there? What are you doing there? Are you eavesdropping?
What have you heard?
Nothing. I just came down. Mom?
Don't call me Mom. I don't have a daughter as old as you.
Mom, you really have a sense of humor. I am Debbie.
I'm not joking. I can't bear you called me that. Don't call me that anymore.
Then how would you like me to address you?
Call her Mrs. Grace.
Are they all not at home? Grandpa has gone fishing again?
Your grandpa has gone to the hotel. Let's go together.
Then we'll also go there for a meal.
I dare not eat these dubious things. I certainly can't eat it. Take them all away. I don't like it. Let's go. There are too many people in the car. I feel uncomfortable sitting. Get a taxi yourself.
Debbie, I'll go with Mom first. You call a taxi. 1 International. Don't be late.
If you know it's hard to hail a cab here, would you still leave me behind?
You're so late. Do you want everyone to wait for you? What's the matter?
I thought you knew.
I found out just now. They say there are no taxis here.
It's okay. Anyway, I'm used to walking.
Try not to wear high heels in the future. Wait for me.
Why is it you?
Are you also here to eat today? Your feet are blistered.
The heels of the new shoes are too hard.
Wait for me. There's a pair of shoes in the car.
That's too valuable. How much are they?
Mr. Sanchez, the lady is already waiting for you.
I have to go.
Where did the shoes come from?
They were given by a stranger.
I have arrived late. Please don't take it amiss, everyone.
Hasn't Miles also returned? Where is he?
I'm here.
Everyone has arrived, right? Then let's start the meal.
Fiona? John? You must be Debbie, right? I often hear John mention you. I was abroad before. I'm your sister-in-law.
Hello.
Oh, this is my fiancé, Miles Sanchez.
So John has married someone who is so beautiful. That's truly fortunate.
Debbie, I didn't expect... My uncle-in-law likes you so much. If we hadn't already been married, I'd really fear he'd get cold feet at the last minute.
John has such an obvious defiant attitude. Is it aimed at Maggie or Miles?
I was still worried. You'd be reluctant to part with it.
And if John really divorces Debbie, do you really plan to abandon me?
He really loves to joke. I don't want to become a tool for you to use against each other.
The meal has started. Let's go eat first. Debbie, why did you say that just now?
Aren't those everyone loves to hear? Ah.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Honey, are you all right? Oh my, your clothes are dirty.
It's okay.
How can it be okay? This outfit was custom made from overseas and brought back by thousands of miles. It's a limited edition worldwide.
Debbie, what did you do? Why are you so clumsy? I told you not to come before.
Debbie didn't do it on purpose. You wouldn't blame her, right?
John, you must be joking. How could I possibly blame her? On the contrary, I even brought you gifts. This is for Fiona. This one is for John. Oh, yes. Where are the shoes you'd buy for me? I want to give them to Debbie.
They are out of stock in Paris.
All right, then you must remember next time. Debbie, can I make it up to you next time?
No need. Thank you for the kindness.
Some people just don't have the destiny to enjoy fortune. Debbie, go peel a shrimp for me.
Okay, I got it.
What's this? You haven't even peeled the shrimp's vein. How can I eat it?
Mrs. Grace, I am not your servant. I peeled shrimp for you as a display of respect. If I did not do well, please be forgiving. Don't be like this now, with such mockery and sarcasm.
You really have the gift of gab. Why? Are you not willing to peel shrimps for me?
You are of high status. My peeling shrimps for you is beneath your dignity.
You?
Ill-mannered girl. Why are you talking to Fiona like that?
Then why are you talking to me like that? Does the Lake family have no rules? A servant can ever tell her master what to do.
Debbie, that's too much.
I think you didn't sincerely invite me to dinner. Then I shall take my leave, so as not to disturb your meal.
Apologize to Miss Ellen.
Why?
You might not like her, but you cannot insult her.
Don't you see what she has done? Someone who only bullies under the guise of authority. A dog that fawns over its master. Why should everyone respect her?
As expected, you are the woman without a family upbringing. No matter how high quality you pretend to be, your true nature will be revealed.
Then, Mrs. Grace, what constitutes good upbringing? Can being displeased like you, throwing things, be counted as upbringing? If so, today I have indeed witnessed it. We are the same.
Debbie, where are you planning to go?
John, if you dare chase her today, you will no longer be my son.
Fiona, don't be angry anymore. John is here. He knows he was wrong. Oh my, please, won't you stop being angry?
Look, you and that woman are about the same age, but you are worlds apart. Like mother, like daughter.
Don't think like that. Debbie is just too young to understand, and she was not on purpose.
Maggie, I know you have a good heart, but she's not worth it. Her mother only knows how to steal others' men. What good virtues can she have?
You're always repeating it. If you're not ashamed, I am. Are we still eating or not? Whoever speaks out of turn again, just get out.
Where's Miles?
Debbie, you should know when to appear weak.
Is that so? You should go back quickly.
Would you like to go change your clothes? I have a room in this hotel. I'll go find you some clothes. Go clean up.
I can clean up at my home.
I understand your concerns. I won't be there. I'll go out for a walk. Call the waiters if you need anything.
All clean now. Oh, Miles asked me to come up and have a look. Miles is quite willing to help others. He can't stand seeing others in trouble. So don't overthink it.
I won't.
Then I'll have Miles to take you home.
No need. I can head back myself.
Why that expression? Shouldn't I be here?
I asked you to spend more time with family?
You haven't answered me yet? Could it be that you've hidden a beauty and afraid I'll see?
So did you find anything?
No, I didn't. Is it okay if I stay here tonight?
No problem. You are my fiancé. It goes without saying.
Then I'm off to take a shower.
Okay.
Wait for me. Hello, Miles?
Maggie, have you finished your shower? I bought some wine and we'll be back soon.
I've just finished. I'm a bit tired today. I want to go home.
That's really a pity.
Miles is good in every way. It's just that he's like a waste every time when he's in bed. Hello? John, I want to see you.
Okay.
I'm very busy. I only have 10 minutes. If you have something to say it now.
I heard you got married. When are you planning to get a divorce?
I got married a year ago, and I don't plan to get a divorce.
Indeed, things are different now. If I hadn't overheard something, I'd have been kept in the dark for long.
So you regret not attending my wedding?
For a marriage that's destined to be unhappy, I'm not bored enough to take an interest in that.
Your blessings, to me, are meaningless.
Really? Then, are you happy? the only son of the Grace, from a prominent family, is young and promising. How could you be worthy of him? Debbie, forcing for things don't belong to you will only leave you a broken head in the end.
So, should I stay unmarried for life like you? Flitting between various men?
Debbie, is this how you talk to your mother? I'm just kindly reminding you to stop dreaming of being Cinderella.
So it turns out, I do have a mother.
If you still have a bit of reason, get a divorce soon.
Then what? Learn from you?
What's wrong with that? Only a woman of your age would believe in love.
Don't measure others by your way of thinking. At least I'm living with dignity now.
How dare you talk back? You don't listen to me, and you'll be the one crying later on. What's going on? I took pills, but still couldn't terminate them. This is truly a sin. Giving birth to a fool and a girl. Even if given away, no one would take them.
Why do you look so terrible every time?
Miles.
Don't be distant. My engagement with Maggie was arranged by the family. For the sake of the family, I cannot initiate the end of the marriage, but that doesn't mean I like her.
However,
it doesn't seem like it. I want her to back off knowing it's hard.
I can't understand you rich people's way of thinking.
I will take you home.
Okay.
We can be considered friends now. Let's add each other on WeChat. I've helped you so many times already. Maybe I'll need your help in the future.
Thank you for today. I'll take my leave first.
John, are you blaming me for my decision?
Do my thoughts matter to you?
John, don't say that.
Between us, there's nothing left to talk about. Debbie is coming back soon. I hope you leave as soon as possible.
John, I'm sorry. I failed you. I'm just a woman. What can I do? The elder loves me, apparently, but we're not related by blood. He regards me as a tool for a marriage alliance. I don't have the right to say no.
Then why did you come back?
John, could we get back together?
A pipe dream. Not every Cinderella is lucky enough to get glass slippers. The prince pauses only for a princess.
Debbie, Jason is sudden on set again. The situation is extremely perilous. Come quickly. Hey, miss.
Have you contacted Dr. Lamb? Dr. Lamb has already finished work. Can you help me call Dr. Lamb?
How could Dr. Lamb be on the night shift?
My brother had a sudden heart attack. Dr. Lamb has always been the one to treat him. Could you possibly give me Dr. Lamb's contacts?
If every patient could specifically request Dr. Lamb, then how could he possibly manage?
Hello, I am Maggie. What do you want from John?
Maggie, my brother is sick. Could you let John take a call?
John is sleeping soundly. If it's not urgent, you can call him tomorrow.
Have you contacted Dr. Lamb?
Doctor, How's my brother?
The patient's condition is not optimistic. Congenital heart disease. Frequency of occurrence will increase with age. He seems to be keeping up well. He must have a good doctor attending.
It's Dr. Lamb.
No wonder. He just had a defibrillation to restore his heartbeat, but it's very weak. You need to be prepared. Typically, patients with congenital heart disease living past 30 is considered a miracle. Get Dr. Lamb here as soon as possible.
Mr. Sanchez. Could you do me a favor?
The surgery will still take a long time. You've been standing for hours. Come and rest for a bit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Where is Jason?
Don't worry. He's fine now. He's in the next ward over.
Okay.
Are you hungry? I bought you breakfast.
Didn't you sleep all night?
I'm used to working overtime.
Thank you very much this time. Where is Jason?
What are you doing here?
What's wrong? Don't I even have the right to see my own son? Who is this?
Hello, ma'am. I am Miles Sanchez.
A Sanchez. Mr. Sanchez, please give us a moment. With my many years of experience, he must really like you.
So
it's best for you to stay away from him.
I thought you would advise me to divorce John and marry him instead.
Neither of them is suitable for you.
Then who is suitable for me? How about going back to be the illegitimate daughter?
Shut up. Don't bring up the past with me. Things were not as you think back then. Here's some money. It'll be enough for you after the divorce.
I don't want it.
Then give it to Jason as compensation.
I'll walk her out.
I'm truly sorry for just now. My mother speaks without a filter.
Did she have a misunderstanding that I like you?
Miles, please don't say these words in the future. That can cause misunderstandings.
Don't be so distant. I won't marry Maggie.
So certain? Could it be that he already knew John's relationship with Maggie?
Debbie called last night.
I answered it.
What did you say?
I'm afraid she'll find out. The relationship between us. Is Debbie that important to you?
It's not about Debbie. You can't go back. Last night was an accident. Let's pretend nothing happened.
Accident? Our years of feelings, you just treat it as an accident? John, what if I say that I was willing last night? John, I want to come back to your side. Can we go back to how it used to be?
We already have families. We should maintain a safe distance.
Then do you know that yesterday Debbie was in Miles's room, getting dressed and taking a shower? Maybe she and Miles.
Shut up. Impossible.
John, are you lying to yourself with these words or trying to appease me?
Forget about last night.
John. It seems in John's heart, Debbie is important to some extent. I need to act earlier. Hello? Is this Debbie? I am Maggie. I'd like to meet you. Please don't be polite. Order whatever you like.
I don't have much of an appetite. I'll have a portion of egg fried rice.
French foie gras, thank you. Debbie, is John your first love?
Why would you say that?
My bestie has encountered minor problems. She hasn't been back from abroad for long, but found out her first love has got married. She's been in love with him for a decade. The feeling was mutual. They grew up together since young and thought they'd be together for life. But reality can be tough. Her family forced her to study abroad, even going so far as to force her to lose their child. The man was kept in the dark due to a misunderstanding. He resented her in a fit of anger. He married another woman. Their marriage isn't based on love. Now the two of them are very conflicted, not knowing what to do. Debbie, if you were that man's wife, would you let go?
To tell the truth, your bestie and her first love are actually quite adorable. Not loving someone else, but getting married out of spite. That bestie of yours also wants to be a homewrecker. In my opinion, they're actually quite well matched. After all, if they're together, they'd stop causing trouble for others.
You can't really say that.
Then how should it be said? True love prevails, destroying others' lives for one's own sake. It is so disgusting.
What if that person was right by your side?
Maggie, you arranged to eat alone with Debbie. Why didn't you invite me?
I haven't been back in a long time, so I want to have a chat with Debbie to get familiar with the domestic environment.
Have you finished talking? I happen to have some time today.
Please, no. Thinking about his dysfunction makes me sick. Debbie hasn't had dinner yet.
No need. I'm fed up with the story. I'm already full from anger. You can go now.
What story?
Nothing. I remember now that I have a gathering this afternoon, so I'll go first.
Why haven't you gone home to rest?
From yesterday until now. You seem to be holding some words back. I'm curious about what you want to say.
Do you know the relationship between Maggie and John?
I know a bit. They are very close.
What do you mean by close?
Do you know why Maggie went abroad? Although she is the adopted daughter of John's grandfather, the Lake family definitely does not allow indecent things to happen.
So that's how it is.
In that case, we two really sympathize with each other. We are both victims. You've been busy all night yesterday. I'll take you somewhere to relax.
Why did you bring me here?
Have you ever seen the sunset?
No.
Just like life, it seems to be the end, but it is actually a beginning.
Really?
Debbie, you're with Miles. That's really unexpected.
I just happened to meet her on the way, so I stopped by to visit. But you were busy all night yesterday?
What do you want to say?
Nothing. I'm leaving.
Where did you go last night?
I want to ask you the same question. Who were you with last night?
With Maggie. But she came over last night just to catch up with me.
Is it so? John, let's get a divorce.
Debbie, you know I don't have the patience for this.
I know. I'm not making a fuss. I am very clear-headed. I am certain I want a divorce.
Debbie, what do you like, Miles?
Don't use your way of thinking to judge me. As long as I am your wife for one day, I will remain faithful. It's just that I no longer want to be with you.
Don't act out of spite.
John, have you ever loved me? 1 year's time is enough. When you married me, you said you wouldn't care about my background. But you never truly had me in your heart when you married me initially. There was another reason. But I really want to have a family.
You mean Miles can give you a home? Those shoes were given to you by Miles, right? He even took you to the bedroom to bathe. A single man and a single woman alone in a room. even two who have a grudge against their marriage. Debbie, do you think I would believe that? Nothing happened.
John, I never expected you to have the talent of a screenwriter.
Screenwriter? Isn't this the truth? Debbie, don't forget who you are. Will he give up Maggie for you?
Don't get involved with others anymore. You feel like a stranger. After getting married, you don't come home all night, and you hang out with female celebrities. I still stubbornly followed you and done my part. But every time, you've cut me to the heart with a deep wound. I thought you would change, but you didn't. Now I'm tired. I don't want to continue anymore.
I will not agree.
I will contact my lawyer to negotiate specific matters with you. For things that don't belong me, I won't take. For my things, I will definitely take them back. Is there a problem?
I'm here to apologize for Bobby. I've come to apologize.
What else?
Director Debbie, I'm carrying John's child. I hope you can divorce him.
JC, you still don't understand. If you want to take my place, a baby and tears are not enough.
What do you mean?
If I were you, I definitely wouldn't go running to his wife and boast about being pregnant. Instead, I'd find a place to secretly have the child, get a paternity test, and bring the child to make a scene. After all, people care about their fame. The Grace and Lake families are both prominent, and they will give you compensation.
Director Debbie, I know you're not in a good mood, but there is no reason to say these jealous words.
What do I have to be jealous of you for? What qualifications do you have? You're probably not even fit to be a mistress.
Debbie, what do you take yourself for? Don't think I don't know. You are just a junior college graduate. With that family background of yours, if it wasn't for some damn good luck, you couldn't have married John.
I know you're very emotional right now. After all, John is truly exceptional. By the way, I want to remind you that John is somewhat infertile. That is why we don't have a child after all these years. This child of yours? Could it be from that former boyfriend of yours, Bobby?
Impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Get out. I have to work.
Director Debbie, I beg you, please let me go.
What's going on?
Ah. John.
If you're going to pretend, make it convincing. Your parents didn't discipline you. Then I'll discipline you on their behalf.
Haven't I told you not to interfere with my private life?
Therefore, let's get a divorce as soon as possible.
Director Debbie, I'm begging you, please. Director Debbie.
Go away.
I'm begging you. Ah, ouch. My belly.
I didn't use much force.
Call an ambulance.
John, our child is really pitiful to vanish like this.
Our child? How many months old was it?
John, the baby was 3 months old. It's really a pity.
It's good that you lost the baby, saving me the trouble of arranging a surgery.
What?
After you're discharged, go apply for resignation. I will find a job for you in your hometown.
John, I don't want to go back to the hometown. I don't want anything. All I ask is for you to stay by my side. John, I'm begging you. John.
Stop daydreaming. Take the money. Find a good man and get married. Don't bother Debbie anymore.
John.
She's quite pitiful.
Put away your overflowing sympathy.
Actually, I am as pitiable as she is. It's just that I never understand. Why is it JC?
Do you understand now?
On her, there are many traces of Maggie.
Impossible.
John, there are many things I haven't made clear. It's to save face for each other.
Where is John?
I don't know.
I heard that. You caused one of his female employees to suffer.
Ah.
You can't bear a child yourself, and even had the heart of a viper to harm John's child.
What do you want to say?
With your kind of status, you should feel lucky being able to marry John. It's fine if you don't know gratitude, but you plot against his child. Are you even human?
So you want me to keep a blind eye towards what he does with other women?
Slap in the face.
Bitch, let go.
How dare you lay a hand on me? If you want to go crazy, go back to your own home. Don't come here to disturb me. I've long proposed divorce to John. He himself didn't agree.
You're nothing but a homewrecker, and still dare to disdain John.
So I beg you to let him divorce me. Otherwise, he is like a persistent pest. I'm at the hotel.
Can you bring me some medicine?
What's wrong?
I have a bit of a cold.
It must because I didn't sleep last night. Plus, I was out in the sea breeze. I'll come right over. How are you feeling now?
I really appreciate your help.
What are you talking about? It was my fault. I've brought you some homemade food. Takeouts are all heavy on oil and flavors.
Are you nice to John as well?
Don't overthink it. Hurry back and rest.
Why are you here? Does John know?
He helped me when I was sick yesterday. It's only right to take care of him.
Oh. Okay. Continue, or I'll go check on Miles. John, if you don't choose, then I'll choose for you. Miles is good-looking and from a good family. If he weren't useless, I really wouldn't want to give him up.
Here.
Thank you.
Debbie, I'll get the door. You have dinner with Miles?
Debbie, you have any shame? You who he is? He is your elder.
What are you talking about? He is sick because of me. I just cooked a meal for him.
Today, it's cooking, and tomorrow it may lead to the bed. What else do you want to do?
You?
Speak with a little more respect.
Don't fantasize about things you can't have.
Are you all right?
John? Don't be angry. Debbie probably just wants to help Miles with a meal, that's all.
I am sorry. I wasn't able to help you today, and I even disturbed you. You need to rest well.
Have you said enough? If you've said enough, let's go.
You told John that Debbie is here?
I'm just afraid John is worried about Debbie.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Put away your ulterior motives. If you want to call off the engagement, then take the initiative.
What do you want? If he can touch you, then why can't I?
You get out of here.
Debbie, on what grounds? I am your husband. The one who should leave is Miles.
You can't accept that your wife has fallen in love with another man. John, you don't really love me, do you? The reason you're doing this is just because of your pride. You simply can't accept a woman who once belonged to you to throw herself into the arms of another. I hit the nail on the head, didn't I? But do not worry, I am not one of them. You needn't be like this. Today I will move out of here.
I won't come back tonight. I will consider the divorce. But it must wait until after the socialite banquet. Since this year it is hosted by the Grace family, my dad asked for you to participate.
Dad.
Debbie, I heard Jason was sick a few days ago.
Yes, but he's fine now.
Don't worry. Dr. Lamb's medical skills are quite good.
Thank you, Dad.
Where's John? How come I haven't seen him all morning?
Dad, I've asked John for a divorce.
Why is that? Is it because Maggie came back?
You already knew?
It's her indeed. Rest assured. Leave this matter to me. I'll deal with her.
No need, Dad. John and I truly have no feelings left. Even if we stayed together, we would be a resentful couple.
That brat. When he married you, he promised to take good care of you. And now it's come to this. I will have a good talk with him, no matter what. I still hope you'll be my daughter-in-law. Oh, right. Are you ready for the banquet? I'll have John pick you up.
The gowns are all prepared, Dad.
Okay, I'm leaving. See you tonight. To Maggie's house.
Peter, how come you're here?
You promised me not to disturb John's marriage. Since you're engaged to Miles, why are you still bothering Debbie and John?
Peter, love can't be controlled. What can I do about it?
These words may deceive that brat. That would be enough. You'd better know that the Sanchez family is not to be trifled with. Otherwise, everyone will be in trouble. If you dare cause any more trouble, I will not let you off.
I know the Sanchez family is not to be trifled with, but I have a way to make him break off the engagement. Just wait and see. John looks really handsome today.
How about we switch partners for tonight?
Sure. Anyway, it's been a long time since I have attended such a gathering with John.
Forget it. On such an important occasion today, naturally, you need the most important person by your side.
But we are each other's most important person.
If others hear you saying this, they'll only think that our family relations are messy. I hope you won't say this anymore. I'll take Debbie over first.
Why do I feel that John is very hostile towards you today?
Really? Maybe it's because of lack of communication.
Let's head over. There might be some surprises tonight.
Okay. Debbie, this is my best friend, Sarah. Sarah, this is John's wife, Debbie.
So she is John's wife. I've never met her in all these years. I thought she was not presentable. Turns out she is so beautiful.
Compared to Maggie, I'm not a match.
Of course. Maggie was so popular back in the day. Even John was jealous.
Don't talk nonsense. Debbie will overthink it.
Don't worry, I am rather simple-minded. I won't overthink anything. If you have nothing else, I'll take my leave.
Okay.
What's that attitude about? Oh dear. Did she just say we are scheming? I need to go find her.
Hey, forget it.
If you could be with John, she would have nothing to do with it.
Actually, the reason I came back this time is to reclaim everything that's mine.
Including John? I have a plan. I need your help.
Why aren't you eating?
It's too stuffy inside. I'm here for some fresh air. What about you?
Of course I come to find you.
Stop kidding.
Being out too long will lead to people making stories. Let's go back.
Okay.
What's wrong?
I might have drunk too much. I'll be fine.
Then I'll take you to rest.
Okay.
Awake?
Where am I?
The VIP room for guests to rest. Have some water and rest for a bit.
Don't do this.
What do you mean?
You want to sleep with me. We're both married. Please show some self-respect.
I don't understand what you mean.
How can you not understand?
Wearing your heart on your sleeve will only get you in trouble.
You're too smug. You think you can control everything. Don't be like this.
You're blushing. Okay. No more fuss. Don't talk to me like this anymore. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself.
Debbie, where are you? Debbie, where are you? What are you doing in there?
Debbie is feeling unwell. I brought her here to rest. Oh.
Wait a moment. Miles, mind your own business, please. Better pay more attention to your own fiancé.
Oh. I think you would take care of my fiancé. There's no need for me.
What do you mean?
If you don't understand, I can explain it to you in detail. But now there are too many prying eyes. I'm afraid they will spread rumors.
We're not even divorced yet. Are you in such a hurry?
The auction is about to start. Let's get ready.
The next up is an emerald necklace. Starting bid 80,000.
Please start bidding. 180,000.
980,000.
2 million.
5 million.
5,500,000.
Humph. Do you think I will lose to you? 7 million.
7 million?
Mom, it's just a necklace. If you like it, I'll take you to buy one in Paris.
Even you are siding with that vixen.
7,500,000.
10 million.
Wow, 10 million.
Mrs. Grace really is generous in helping others. Let's give her a round of applause.
10 million once. 10 million twice. 10 million. Sold. Congratulations, Mrs. Gracie, on acquiring this emerald necklace.
Actually, I really like this necklace. It's just a pity my family isn't wealthy. If you come across something you like, even if it costs 10 million, it's worth it. Since Mrs. Grace likes this necklace so much, I should part with it. Though it pains me, am I right, Mrs. Grace?
She was intentionally driving up the price? What a bitch. A mere 10 million. I'll just consider it a charitable act.
Mrs. Grace, you're truly generous. Next time, if there's a charity auction, you're sure to be invited.
Why did you do that just now?
She was determined to win. Didn't I just fulfill her wish?
After all, she is still my mother-in-law, and she's physically disabled. Why did you hold a grudge against her?
Your mother-in-law? Are you dumb or what? As if they are really bullying you. And I don't know anything about it.
At least I'm still her son's wife now. In front of others, I must at least respect her. She may not consider me as family, but as of now, she is still my family.
Family? Your dear family has arrived.
I knew you were up to no good. Tell me, are you two in cahoots to make me embarrassed?
Your dear mother-in-law seems to misunderstand you.
Can't you just hold your tongue a bit?
Fine. I'll shut up. You explain it yourself. What on earth are we two conspiring?
You're just like your mother. Shameless.
Shameless as I am, I'm still loved, unlike some who have neither the looks nor the figure. Just like a gas cylinder, lacking in education and quality. You're just an unloved old hag.
You bitch. Who are you talking about?
Luna, you, shameless bitch. Go to hell.
I am living well. I'm not disabled, nor unable to satisfy my own man's needs. And certainly I don't need to find someone to warm my husband's bed. Why should I go to hell?
Luna, I'm going all out against you.
Let go of me.
You bitch, go to hell.
You lunatic, let go of me. What are you doing?
Cleaning up the mess for you.
Don't be afraid, I'm here.
Mom, wake up. Mom, wake up.
It won't work. She needs artificial respiration.
No need to pretend to be.
A good person. Rot in hell? Bah!
Debbie, what's the point? They don't appreciate your kindness. You're really a joke.
You promised me the night before our wedding. You want to tie that bitch down with marriage. Her mother is just like her who loves vanity. You said when you're done playing around, you'll kick her to the curb. Let her know what it feels like to be abandoned by her husband.
Mom, stop talking.
Why should I stop? Am I supposed to be afraid of them? They are up to no good. Today, they wanted to destroy me. I must avenge myself. Right, I now forbid you two to divorce. Just drag it out like this. Wait until she's in her 40s or 50s and becomes a yellow-faced woman. Then you throw her out. Let's see what she will do then. With what charm she will seduce men then.
Debbie, what's wrong with you?
I'm fine.
What's actually going on?
It's none of your business.
None of my business, Dal. Then whose business is it?
Let go. There are many people here. It's not good to be seen.
So what if it's seen?
Miles, where have you been? What's wrong with Debbie?
Debbie feels uncomfortable. I'll accompany her to rest a bit.
Then I will accompany her together.
No need. I can do it by myself.
Okay.
Take a hot bath. Just stay here tonight.
How is Fiona doing?
Just went to sleep.
Oh. I just saw Miles holding Debbie. Debbie must be feeling unwell. Hey.
Where is he? Where have you hidden Miles?
What are you talking about?
Maggie saw with her own eyes that Miles took you into the room.
I'm really sorry then. You won't be able to find him here. He has already left.
Debbie, don't blame John for thinking this way. After all, Miles has a special status. If you spread bad rumors about him...
Bad rumors? That would be playing into your hands, right?
Shut up.
I want to rest. Please leave. Get out. What are you doing here? Here to laugh at me again?
If you were not my daughter, I wouldn't be here today at all.
Then I'll just ask directly. What is your relationship with my pater?
This shrew really can't keep her mouth shut.
Fiona said. You took away her husband, causing her family to be destroyed.
Since you've chosen to believe her, why come and ask me? Isn't that superfluous?
I just want to hear from your mouth the truth of the matter.
The truth? What if I told you that the truth is not as you think it is? Would you believe it?
Just say it. I will judge for myself.
Who are you to judge? Mind your own business.
Just because you are my mother? So I have to bear so much?
Debbie, do you think I'm to blame for this? I've told you so. It's your stubbornness that has led to today's situation.
I blame no one. But don't get me involved in your matter with Fiona. I will divorce John. If there's nothing else, you may go back. I'm going to rest.
Peter and I are just friends. It was Fiona who crippled herself, seeking to get Miss Ellen to be her stand-in, to salvage her marriage with Peter. It's already a marriage in shambles. And I'm just her imaginary foe. Take good care of yourself.
So that's how it is. Even if we're about to divorce, I have to explain things clearly to John that everything he has suffered has nothing to do with me.
You still can't change this habit when just zoning out alone when you are in a bad mood.
Leave me alone.
I just saw the staff moving fireworks. They said it was Mr. Grace who had them brought over to plan to give his wife a surprise.
Yes, I planned to reconcile with Debbie tonight. I never thought all the actions would turn into an irony.
Before, I didn't know there was a grudge between you and Debbie and her mom. I thought you married her to spite me. Now I know grudges of the past life have nothing to do with her. Debbie is also a pitiful woman. If you still have a conscience, be kinder to Debbie.
Since when did you learn to preach?
Didn't you marry her just to anger me?
I admit that marrying Debbie was to force you to come back, but I overestimated myself. Debbie, when did you come out?
I have known all that I should know.
The truth is not like that.
It doesn't matter anymore. I came to tell you, my mom never interfered. Your parents' marriage. I shouldn't have to bear all this. From now on, we're even.
It's all my fault. I'll go find her and explain right now.
This is between us. I will handle it myself. Maggie.
It's not a big problem. The patient is pregnant. Don't let her get emotional.
All right. Thank you, doctor. Whose child is it?
John, the child is yours.
Is it possible that the child is Miles's?
Although I am engaged to Miles, we have never been intimate. Besides, Miles has health issues. He can't impregnate a woman. Forget it. Why am I even telling you this? Just go. You're not on good terms with Debbie now. Don't let Debbie misunderstand.
What about the child?
I want to keep this child. But the views of society would never tolerate us. The Sanchez family would not spare me.
Even if I divorced Debbie, would you annul your marriage with Miles? The Lake family would not agree.
John, if you really want us to live together and properly watch the child grow up, I have a way to do that.
What is it? Don't you want to get a divorce? I agree. The cafe opposite the Civil Affairs Bureau.
Take a look at the divorce agreement. Any objections, raise them quickly.
The villa at Grace's courtyard is yours.
Okay, after you move out, I'll have a real estate agent come to see. You've given JC so many gifts. It's not too much to ask for a villa. If you have no objections, sign now.
All right.
Go to the Civil Affairs Bureau now.
Is it done?
Remember what you promised me.
Of course. I promised John to put you and Miles in the same bed. As for what may happen, who knows?
Miles?
Why did you come all of a sudden?
I missed you, so I came to see you.
I always think you preferred balls.
That's what I said. But I do care about you. Here. I made it especially for you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Of course. Give it a try. If you think it tastes good, I can make it for you every day.
Unwarranted diligence suggests dishonesty or thievery. Maggie, do you think there's truth in that saying?
You are blaming me for not caring enough about you.
It tastes pretty good.
Then drink more. It helps you work with more spirit.
Okay.
Miles. Are you okay?
I'm fine, just a bit dizzy.
Then let me help you to take a rest.
Please don't do that.
I've tried but failed.
John, what's wrong with you?
You are pregnant. You should rest early.
Are you thinking about Debbie?
The thunder is too loud. It woke me up.
Do you still love Debbie?
Maggie.
You could be friends after divorce, but I'm not that generous. I don't want my husband to be involved with his ex-wife. Moreover, so many things have happened. Do you think you can still be friends? John, I will be a good wife in the future and take care of you and our child.
You should go to sleep early.
John.
What on earth are you doing?
Are you sure that Miles really took a woman back?
Yes, Sarah saw it. She wouldn't lie to me.
Did he misunderstand? Miles is not a fickle person.
We'll know if it's a misunderstanding soon. The matter between Miles and Maggie, you must explain to us. My daughter is married with your son. You should treat her well.
I saw it. He took a woman upstairs yesterday. They must be inside. The door is locked from the inside. They are definitely inside.
Break the door. It's on me.
Ouch. Oh my goodness. What are you doing here?
Alas, Johnny, why are you here?
I brought breakfast for Miles.
Well,
Miles noticed the unusual yesterday and specifically called Johnny over. If that's the case, the person I sent to watch should notify me in time. Johnny, it was clearly last night. Miles entered the hotel with a woman.
Hey, really funny. How would you know that? Look at me. Am I a woman?
Maggie, what should we do?
Since we're here, let's check it out.
Hey. Did I let you in? Why did you all get here?
Why is your underwear on the pillow?
Then where should it be? At your place? No, thank you.
You.
What?
Hold on. Now you guys tell me the purpose of your visit today.
Sarah says she saw you here with a woman.
A woman? So you're here to catch a cheater? You saw it with your own eyes?
Don't go too far.
Why stop me now? I just want to go to the washroom.
You are unqualified to use my Miles's bathroom. Besides, it's not your husband who's cheating. Why are you more eager than Maggie?
Johnny, let them be.
hold on. Miles is not that kind of person.
Now that we're here, let's go in and have a look to prevent any rift between our families over this matter.
Rest assured, Mr. Lake, if Miles has indeed done something wrong, as a father, I won't cover for him.
Okay, but I have one condition.
What is it?
If nothing is found, I'll cancel the engagement with Maggie. I want to cancel the engagement.
What did you say?
Miles, calm down.
Dad, I am very calm. I don't want to marry someone who doesn't trust me.
How could this happen? Although it is the result that I wanted, with this reason to cancel the engagement, my reputation will certainly be affected. Miles, how could you do this to me?
Maggie, don't be frightened by them. They are just bluffing. Let's search as quickly as possible.
Have you finished searching? Please go out.
I am sorry.
Things have escalated to this point. It can't be resolved with an apology. The Sanchez family also values reputation. I think we should listen to Miles. Call off the engagement.
Look at the mess you've made.
We support you.
Come out.
What's going on? Why is she here?
Explain this to me clearly.
You go rest in the next room. I'll explain. The situation is just as you see it. Debbie and I have been set up. They want to ruin our reputation, but I saw through it in advance. That's why I called Johnny earlier.
You really want to cancel the engagement?
Yes. I want to marry Debbie.
Nonsense. Do you know what you're saying? She is John's wife.
She's already divorced from John. And I took the initiative with her yesterday. I have to take responsibility.
You little rascal.
Let's leave it at that for today. Let's go home first.
How did things turn out like this? Maggie, the Sanchez family cancels the engagement. It will ruin your reputation. Moreover, if John doesn't divorce Debbie, fake pregnancy will be exposed later.
Don't worry. John and Debbie will definitely get a divorce. I'm only just over a month along. It takes at least 3 months to show. I still have time.
Where were you last night?
You should know where I was better than I do.
I don't know. So answer me.
What's the point? You're already with Maggie. Once we get the divorce certificates, I will never want to see you again.
Where were you last night? Who were you with?
You could even send me to another man's bed, and you still care about me? Do you want me to feel grateful? For you?
I didn't mean to hurt you.
But you're hurting me. To catch us in bed in the morning, and then parading by hair, letting the media reporters capture those disordered scenes. Give it back.
It seems I was being delusional.
You went through a lot of trouble yesterday to get me on Miles's bed, right? That's right. Last night was very thrilling for us. We didn't even take safety measures. To prevent accidents, I could only ask Johnny to bring me medication as a remedy.
Debbie, you truly slept with Miles.
You drugged us. Wasn't it just for this?
I didn't do that.
It seems we are the ones who are shameless. It was our own doing. Is this what you want to hear so you can wash your hands of it? Fine. Then I'll say it for you to hear. Is that all right?
Sarah, after taking away Debbie yesterday, what exactly did you do to her?
I didn't do anything.
We did drug Debbie and Miles, but the plan failed, didn't it? Nothing happened. Why are you so agitated?
Yes, indeed. In Miles's room, we didn't see Debbie this morning.
John.
It's Debbie again. She really knows how to charm men.
I can't lose John again. Otherwise, I will have nothing left.
I can drive myself.
I have canceled my engagement with Maggie. I can take you openly and honorably.
But I haven't agreed to it yet.
Have you considered quitting? You've divorced John. If you still see each other every day, no matter what aspect you consider, it will affect your work. In the long run, it won't be good for you.
You want to poach me.
How about it? Consider coming to my company.
You want to take responsibility for me because of what happened yesterday?
To be precise, I want to be responsible for our future. As a man, I certainly don't want to see my woman stay together with her ex-husband after work every day and spend the night. That should belong to me.
You're too arrogant. Who said to be with you?
You definitely know the size.
Look at the mess you've caused. You're responsible for the Disney project. Why was it leaked? Ms. Cook, don't you have anything to say?
It wasn't me.
Alas, things have come to this point. Who else could it be? Only you and the boss have access to the secrets. Could there be a third person?
So you suspect me of leaking the information?
Mr. Grace.
Do you want to retaliate me that you did this?
There are so many people in the company. Why me?
Maggie would never do this. She has no reason. And you want to take revenge for yourself.
Divorcing you was the best decision. I'm happier since leaving you. Furthermore, I have nothing to do with the leak.
Mr. Grace, it's a project worth hundreds of millions. We need an explanation. We know your relationship with Debbie, but this time the matter is too serious. You can't cover for her.
There's a commotion inside. Let's go take a look.
The company has borne the loss. You go out first.
Okay, Mr. Grace.
You can no longer stay in the company. You're fired. Leave.
Debbie. What's wrong?
She's done something indecent. Now everyone knows that. Debbie is a double dealer.
Did you have your lunch in the toilet? You have such a foul mouth.
You.
Hey,
Maggie, are you okay?
It hurts.
John, I don't owe you anything. This matter has nothing to do with me. There are cameras at home and the company. You can check any time. Furthermore, you take conclusions on me now. To preserve my own dignity, I'll leave.
You think you're very dignified.
At least more dignified than you. Maggie has been clutching her belly, just like JC did before. She couldn't be pregnant, could she? Is it yours?
Shut up.
I guessed right.
Debbie, how can you slander me and John?
If you don't want others to know, don't do it yourself. I still have the divorce agreement. See you at the Civil Affairs Bureau tomorrow. Don't let me look down on you.
Debbie has gone too far. She's shameless, heartless, and ruthless. Knowing you are pregnant, she still pushed you? Truly shameless.
Go to the hospital.
It's okay, John. I feel much better. The matter of Debbie stealing the documents. Are you going to hold her accountable?
She's been fired by the company and received the deserved punishment. I will handle the rest. I still have work to do. I have no time to accompany you. You are pregnant, so rest first.
Okay.
Why didn't you make a scene just now? Do you really plan to? Let Debbie off?
I have my own plans. If John heard what you said, he would turn his back on you.
How could that be? John just fired.
Debbie, do you think John believed that Debbie stole the documents?
Why wouldn't he?
This is a form of disguised protection. If he really wants to hold her accountable, Debbie should be in the police station now instead of just losing a job.
I thought I had fallen into the worst situation, but upon turning around, I found that the reality is far worse than I imagined.
Sorry, I made you cry.
You are following me? Or how would you know I'm here? Also, you always manage to find me without anyone noticing. Don't try to play the good guy this time. I won't trust you. Do you think I'm a joke?
You've drunk too much, yeah. I'll take you home.
How ironic. I was kicked out of the Grace family on the charge of planning to steal. He not only wants me to lose my job, but also intends to ruin me.
What if I say I can help clear your suspicion?
You want to sleep with me?
Why do you also come back? Why are you coming to my house?
Of course, I miss you.
We agreed not to contact each other.
I have something you want. Want it? Spend one night with me. Then I will give it to you.
It's the last time.
What are you doing?
Watching you. It was too dark last night to see clearly.
Hooligan.
I am looking at my own woman. How does that make me a hooligan?
Please have some self-respect.
Don't you know if I'm serious?
Miles.
Call out a few more times if you want. My name
will belong to you from now on. What exactly do you want?
Last night, at the entrance to the bar, someone was holding me and wailing that if I could prove her innocence, she would promise herself to me.
I drank too much last night.
People speak the truth after drinking.
Hello.
I'm at the bureau. Where are you?
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
If on the way to the bureau, you need someone to accompany you, I hope that person is me.
I can do it myself.
Seems you have found a backer, so you're so audacious without fear.
Only you are allowed to keep a mistress, but I can't forsake darkness for light.
Debbie, you
make me feel you really can't bear to part with me.
John.
Didn't I tell you to have a rest?
Debbie, I am sorry, but the child is innocent. To tell you the truth, I am indeed pregnant.
As expected. You think the child is innocent. What about me? You indeed have wronged me.
Debbie, I hope you can forgive.
It seems you've come to show defiance. Hello.
Did you watch the news?
Just divorced. Not in the mood.
Divorced? Regardless of the circumstances, hurry up and check online. There were photos of you. Now everyone is saying you are unchaste, meeting your husband's brother at night.
What?
The news of your divorce from John has been trending. Do you know how the news is reported? They say you were caught red-handed and appeared at the Civil Affairs Bureau for divorce certificates with your husband.
I know, hanging up now. Last time they didn't catch Miles and me, so they prepare a backup plan for paving the way for John and Maggie to legitimize them in the future.
Why? Feel guilty for seeing me?
If you didn't take medicine at noon, turn left outside and buy some at the pharmacy. There are not too many medicines, but they could treat your illness. Really, that's more than enough.
You? Do you think that by hiding here, you can cover up those unclean things you've done? Fish begins to stink at the head. Unfortunately, John doesn't believe it. He insisted on marrying you. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you. What else is there to laugh at around here? Mrs. Grace, before insulting me, take a good look at your precious son.
Debbie, do you want to clarify? Come to the press conference afternoon.
Mr. Grace, regarding your wife, Mrs. Grace's matter of infidelity during marriage, what is your view?
Mr. Grace, you and your young auntie, Miss Lake, show up here. Does that mean you are already aware of your wife falling in love with Maggie's fiancé?
Mr. Grace, please answer. There were rumors previously. Your wife disclosed the Grace family's proposal of Disney project in H-City. Is that true?
It's not like that. Although Miles has always been good to Debbie.
That means Mr. Sanchez had been with Mrs. Grace for a long time.
Actually, it's not what everyone thinks.
What is it like then?
John, if we don't seize the opportunity this time, it will be hard for us to be together properly.
Actually, my wife and I have been separated for a long time. Now that she has found the love of her heart and wants to divorce me, regardless of everything, I still choose to wish her well.
So, your wife indeed cheated.
Even if there wasn't any hope, yet when everything really happens, it's still sad and laughable.
If she truly had a better choice, I would choose to respect her.
Debbie? John didn't mean that.
It's Mrs. Grace.
Miss Cook, you see the report online and the matter of your marital infidelity? Do you have anything to say?
Is it because you had inappropriate behavior during your marriage that caused Mr. Grace to want to give up this marriage?
In your eyes, do you think Mr. Sanchez is more suitable as a stepping stone to climb to the top of the pyramid? Therefore, disregarding moral reproach, you seduced your prospective uncle-in-law.
Since you are so curious about this, why not come to Sanchez Corporation? I would be happy to answer you. In fact, I am actually planning to propose to Debbie. Everyone might not be clear. My engagement with Maggie has been canceled. So, the affair you called is completely unreal. These matters were my private affairs. There's no need for others to know. But now everyone has developed some inexplicable misunderstanding. It's even hurting the woman I loved. So, I must clear up the misunderstanding.
How dare he, at such a time, make such a reckless move?
Today, when all the journalists are here, I'd like you to be my witnesses. Won't you say yes?
Mr. Sanchez, since Miss Cook has accepted your proposal, will you be holding a wedding soon?
Thanks for your concern of my marriage, but Miss Cook and I are both adults. Please give us some private space. As for the wedding, once the agenda is set, we will inform you the date certainly. Are you happy with this? John, I'm glad you're honest with the reporters that you and Debbie are living apart. Otherwise now, Debbie might be more wronged.
Really?
Of course, I sincerely wish you well. I hope you can find the woman you loved. Am I right?
You are right.
Debbie, then I also wish you can find a man who truly loves you. I also hope you can find happiness. How a sexual disabled man can bring you a happy marriage. You'll cry in the end.
Same to you.
It's getting late. We'll be leaving now. Nothing you want to say?
Why are you here?
If I say, I also want to be a knight for once.
I'm speaking to you very seriously.
So am I earnestly to answer your question.
Here. I don't need the ring.
Even if you have to take it off, you don't need to do it now?
I don't want to get married again. I feel very tired. I just want to live an ordinary life, and you make me feel terrified. I can't read you.
You don't like seeing me so much?
No. Don't you think tacklers are cheap? I shouldn't covet this warmth, becoming a burden to others anymore. Sorry? I am the foolish one after all.
Miska, this area is rather remote. Let me give you a lift.
Let me go.
Looks like you're good at accosting divers roadside.
You got a company?
Get out.
Let me go. Miles, you bastard.
Since you called me that, then I'll show you how it is.
You brute.
I am a businessman. Sure, I won't make a losing deal. You lost my wife. You must compensate me.
It's you who canceled the engagement. So?
Clearly, you like me as well. Or why would you be upset alone?
Who's upset?
Sorry.
How dare you back?
No, Mr. Ayala was in hospital.
I will have someone see him get...
Is this the key point?
Miles, you know, your engagement was set by both families. Now you want to be live with Debbie Cook. You must get Mr. Ayala's consent. Now go to the hospital and visit Mr. Ayala. You'd better bring Debbie Cook along.
Mom, are you sure not sending me to anger him?
Although I don't care showy pedigree, and it cannot show the identity, but it can show one's personality and inner cultivation. Your upbringing was different from Miles. There's a big gap between you. You're both still young. You might think love is enough, but in the future, love will be worn down by the tea of daily life to nothing but dregs. If love is gone, do you think you will have more to talk about?
And I...
Couldn't be pregnant, could it?
She just divorced. Whose child is this?
Mine.
Impossible. She married over a year.
Dad, her marriage with John Grace is untrue. They haven't had sex.
Don't say it. Uncle and aunt. I just have a stomachache.
Mom, Dad, I was the one pestering her to marry me. She was finally agreed. Anyway, I am determined to do it. Otherwise...
Otherwise what? Or you will kill your parents.
It wouldn't be so serious. From ancient times to nowadays, isn't there live-in son-in-law?
You disobedient child.
Albert, calm down.
Look who's disobedient. You want to hit my grandson. Did you ask me?
Grandpa.
Dad, how did you get here?
What? Don't I have a place in this home anymore?
Dad, that's not what I meant.
Dad, please calm down. We are already disciplining them.
Disciplining what?
Dad, didn't you watch the news? Mr. Ayala fainted from anger.
This girl. How are you so thin? It's not good for childbearing later.
Dad, do you know what you are talking about?
Mom, are you saying Grandpa has become senile?
I'm not an unreasonable old man, right? I also read the newspaper. I'm not enough to be an old man who would break up lovers, since Miles genuinely loves this girl. As her parents, you should try to understand him.
What?
Dad.
No need to say more. Let this matter pass. When you are free, go and apologize in person. I'm tired. It's time to rest.
Grandpa, let me escort you.
No need, young man. Go on and do things young people do. Ha ha ha.
Let me take you back.
Yeah, uncle and aunt. I'll be leaving now. Did you contact Grandpa in advance?
I know my parents' weaknesses and my grandpa's character.
Is it worth?
For you, everything is worth. Can't bear to leave me?
Speak seriously.
Okay. It's that I can't be without you for even a second. I'm leaving now.
Be careful on your way.
You find a free time to move. Living here is inconvenient.
Okay. Then I'm going.
Okay.
Dad, have some porridge. Get out.
The lake cannot afford to lose face.
Dad.
What a coincidence. You are going to back?
What are you doing here?
I heard that Mr. Ayala fainted yesterday. I came to visit him specifically.
No need. You're not welcome here.
I heard you're so close to your nephew.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You are not related by blood. But does Mr. Ayala know about how good your relationship is?
You should go back. My dad is not feeling well today. He doesn't want to see you.
You used my credit card to charge hundreds of thousands. You'd better return it within a week.
Miles Sanchez, don't overdo.
I don't mind sending these bills to the Grace. It's getting late. Remember the bills.
Dad, please listen to me.
Dad, don't blame Maggie. It was all that bitch seducing Miles Sanchez.
Where is John? Why hasn't he come yet?
Grandpa, you're looking for me?
Kneel down. You tell us. What's really going on between you and Maggie?
Grandpa, Maggie is pregnant, and the child is mine.
What? You say that again?
John, don't say it.
Maggie is indeed pregnant with my child.
No way!
This child cannot be born. This is a disgrace to the lake.
No.
Dad, I beg you.
Call a doctor quickly, now!
Alas, since Miles loves her, the old master has also agreed. Then, let's explain what happened back then to Debbie Cook clearly.
Sci, call Miles. It would be good to make it clear.
Where is Miles Sanchez? Dare to do but not to accept responsibility?
John Grace, we don't have a relationship anymore. I can totally call the police for you barging in like this.
You must be involved in this matter as well. Is it you who told Miles about my relationship with Maggie?
You've been sex, yet don't let anyone else say it?
If anything bad happens to my grandfather, I won't let you go.
Let me go.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Stop it.
Okay. You are the family now, isn't it?
John, are you okay?
You beat my son. I'm going to call the police.
Ha! Why don't you say, why did your son broke into my daughter-in-law's room? Although I knew you have poor character, I just didn't expect it to be so serious.
Mom.
I'm not worthy.
You do dare to do something to Debbie today. I don't know if you can do something more excessive tomorrow. We must call the police.
Miles is right.
There must be some misunderstanding here.
Your Sanchez is also considered a prominent family. Did you really decide to marry this kind of a fair woman? Don't mind dirty.
No wonder Debbie would divorce someone like John Grace. Having you as a mother-in-law is truly a misfortune.
You!
My stomach.
What's wrong with you?
It hurts.
You bunch of venomous people aren't even sparing a pregnant woman.
What? Are you pregnant?
I'll take you to the hospital.
There's no time to get to the hospital now. Mom, after all, it was a couple. And weren't you a chief gynecologist back then? Check it out for Maggie.
No need.
It's okay. I'm just checking on your situation. I just want my attending doctor. Child, don't be afraid. I'm just checking on your condition.
My stomach hurts so much. John, take me to the hospital.
Fine.
I just want my attending doctor.
What time is it now? Is face more important or the child? John, holding Maggie.
Don't move. Don't move, child. I'm just giving you a check. That's not right. Based on my over 20 years of experience, I'm certain she is not pregnant.
John, listen. I'm not gonna lie. John.
Miles, just forget about it.
Save face to Lake family.
The relationship between John and Maggie is unusual. Miles, how did you know that was Maggie faking her pregnancy?
I was just curious.
John, listen to me. At first, I really thought I was pregnant. Then, the hospital checkup said it was just bloating. I wanted to tell you about that several times. But I know how much you love children.
It's my fault.
John.
Thank you, Uncle and Aunt, for your protection of me today.
You're welcome.
This is what we should do, child.
Luckily, I arrived in time. I will move in and live with you for the next few days.
I can take care of myself.
Don't refuse.
Actually, there is still one matter today.
Didn't you say you just came simply to see Debbie?
If we not said that, can you take us here?
If you want to say something unpleasant, just don't say it.
Miles, don't talk to Uncle and Aunt like that. Uncle and Aunt, please go ahead and speak.
Or you say it.
The news about you two being together, have you told your mother?
Yes.
Then, do your mother also object to you two being together?
How do you know that?
Speaking of that, the Sanchez family owes you. Since Miles has married Debbie, you must take care of her well.
Yes, actually, at that time, we were against you being together. There was another reason.
Tell me the reason.
Alas, the story must start with the Harris.
Uncle and Aunt, I know what you care about. It's about I'm an illegitimation. If that's the case, I'm sorry.
No, Debbie, please don't overthink it. The truth is, you're not an illegitimate daughter at all.
What?
Actually, back then, your mother and your father were a legitimate married couple. It was just that at the time, Miles' aunt took your father away, and by that time, your mother was already pregnant.
Why has she never told me about it?
Sign. Perhaps she didn't want to bring
the events of that year up again. We can apologize to your mother in person.
I'm sorry. I need to calm down.
Debbie, this is a separate issue. I hope you don't get affected by the events of the past.
Excuse me. Give me 2 days to calm down.
Mom, Dad, you go home.
All right, it's up to you. Don't let Debbie be wronged.
You all go. I want to be alone for a while. So what is suitable for me? Return to the Harris, to be the illegitimate daughter.
Shut up. Don't bring up the past with me. Things weren't as you think back then.
Mom, where are you?
I was just looking for you. I also have an emergency. I couldn't get in touch with you recently. Are you at home? I will come to find you.
Okay. It just so happens that I have something to tell you.
Feeling bad, huh? Take it easy.
Why are you here? Didn't I tell you not to come?
How? Got dumped by John Grace. How about falling in love with me?
Get out.
I used to want to try what it's like with a woman John Grace liked to have sex. Now I've done it. Let me go? It's really a bit reluctant.
Then do you want to try what it's like? With a woman liked by both John and Miles to have sex?
Debbie Cook.
Dare to do that.
Why wouldn't I?
Give it to me once the information is filled out. I've already made arrangements to go to France.
I don't plan on going abroad.
Do you really think you're the heroine of a novel? Debbie Cook. What the hell are you thinking?
I have met all the members of the Sanchez. They are very friendly.
Friendly? You sold yourself out in just a few words to them.
Mom, please agree with me this time.
Are you turning a deaf ear to my words? Or have you gone mad with the desire to become a rich wife? If they're really kind, back then...
The matters of the past. They have all explained it to me.
What? Since you know the suffering we've endured over the years, the disdain you've received, including your younger brother, it's all because of the Sanchez. Yet you still have, without any hesitation, to choose Miles. Right?
Mom, we always need to look forward.
What do you mean? Do you hope that I will forgive them?
Mom, let it go. To forgive them is to forgive yourself. I'm sorry. I've misunderstood you all these years.
Aunt, I want to marry Debbie Cook. Please grant us your blessing.
You don't fear of losing your identity? Get up. Your family accepts her.
My family really likes Debbie, and they think we should marry sooner.
Your family is quite open-minded about it. Actually, you don't need my consent. After all, there was a precedent.
Mom, I hope my wedding with Miles, you can come. If you could come, I would be very happy.
Aunt, we really hope to get your consent.
You grew up. I'm not the one to decide on your marriage. But your wedding, I will not attend.
Give your mom some time. She'll get over.
We're surveying a case currently. Can you cooperate with us? You're Debbie Cook?
Yes.
We are looking for you. We want to know when you work at Grace Group. Is charged leaking Disney project's details.
It wasn't me.
The CEO of Grace Group's mother called the police. Miss Cook, think carefully before you speak.
Before my lawyer come, we won't respond to anything. May I make a call?
Yes, you may.
Hello, who is this?
Miles Sanchez. Your mother called police, arrested Debbie. If you have any conscience, take your company's previous video to prove that Debbie didn't leak the details.
What? Wait for me. I was afraid to search, afraid of knowing the truth, afraid that I've set you up. It seems evasion can never solve the problem. In the end, we have to face it. It's her really. Withdraw this case.
Sorry, your mother called? You can't cancel.
It's our group's private matter. We've decided not to render. I will communicate with my mother.
Okay. Please communicate right now.
Mom, the case.
Withdraw it. Is it that bitch who made you do it? I tell you, I'll make sure she goes to jail.
Mom, this details wasn't leaked by Debbie Cook.
I know you want to protect that bitch. She made us become a joke of the entire Ripon city.
Maggie leaked the details. If you insist, I'll not care.
Thank you for coming anyway.
It has always been my fault. Is there still a chance for us?
What do you think?
Today you just did what you should do. Debbie, stop daydreaming.
John.
This is for you. It's also the last chance for myself. Come or not. This villa.
The number you've dialed is shut down. Hello, you have dialed.
Guess what happened?
It must be Maggie Troubles again.
Maggie. Maggie. Wake up. Maggie.
John, I thought you never want to see me again.
Don't talk. Reserve. Let's go hospital.
No. Without you, life has no meaning for me.
Maggie, what's wrong with you?
Go for the car.
John.
Awake? How is it going?
Fortunately, just in time. How could you do this? Anything can be resolved.
John. You won't leave me, right?
Stop overthinking. Have a rest.
It's already late. Can't you give promise to Maggie? She has done so much for you. What about you? Still missing your ex-wife?
Sarah, enough.
In hospital, you can't speak loudly.
Okay, John, if Debbie truly loves you, she won't leak the details to your archenemy.
Is it really she? Want to see the video? I'll go now. The hospital bills are paid. Contact me if you need.
John, you can't go.
Debbie Cook, why do you always sabotage me?
This bitch. I must get rid of her.
Sarah, I wanted your help.
What's wrong? Thinking about John Grace again?
Are you jealous?
If you don't marry me one day, I'm afraid you'll run away.
Don't worry. I'm committed to you for life. I'm just thinking, what kind of trouble can Maggie cause?
What kind of mischief can she make? I don't want to know. Right now, I just want to know whether you'll allow, starting from today, for me to move back in with you.
So eager.
You are living alone. I'm worried you're in danger. You go back first. I have some things to deal with at the company. I'll come find you later.
Okay. Then I'll go first. Let me go. Let go.
Didn't expect that to succeed so easily. Hurry up and do it. I'll take some photos and videos soon.
Are you sure I won't end up in prison?
What if I make her act more proactive? The drug will take effect soon. When the time comes, she will beg you for fucking her.
Let me go. I'm telling you, what you're doing is illegal. If you dare do anything, Miles will definitely not let you off.
If it weren't for you, how could Sister Maggie have come to this point? You still dare to mention Miles.
Are you really prepared to spend a lifetime in jail for her? And you? Do you really want to be used by her?
Not really. I just want to try what it's like with a woman who are loved by John Grace and Miles Sanchez to have sex. As for going to jail or whatever, I believe you won't call the police. Otherwise, your photos and videos will be posted online, letting everyone see your performance in bed. Ha ha ha.
Go away. Go away. Help.
I can't wait any longer.
Go away. Help.
Debbie, are you okay?
Call the police.
Do you feel better?
My head hurts.
I'm going to call the doctor now.
What happened to those two? They've both been arrested, waiting for the outcome?
How did you get here? You are not welcome here.
I just happened to be in the hospital. After hearing about this, I wanted to visit Debbie. Debbie, are you all right?
Do you wish something bad happened to Debbie?
Of course not. I am very worried about Debbie.
Are you done visiting? You can leave.
I heard that Sarah is responsible for this. She was just confused for a moment. Could you let her go?
Why should we?
Sarah must have done it for me. Right now, she must have learned her lesson. She won't do it again in the future. I am begging you, please let her go.
That's impossible. You should go back now.
What are you doing? Being so weak, you should rest properly. Get up.
I want to ask Debbie and Miles to let Sarah go. She's not married yet. Who will want her if this gets out?
Maggie, don't moralize me. She did such a thing. She should pay the price. You think she's pitiful. What about me?
You all go back. Debbie needs rest.
Maggie is already like this. Okay, you had some kind of fate between you. Just let her go.
Do you know what they did to Debbie? They drugged Debbie, making Casey Moon sleep with her.
Is this true?
I don't know. Sarah shouldn't dare to do this. Moreover, didn't this not happen?
Are you regretting that it didn't happen? In this matter, what role do you play?
This has nothing to do with me.
Drugging again. Really, it has nothing to do with you?
Mr. Sanchez, the police have sent a message. They all said...
Go ahead, what's the situation?
Those two people can't stand Miss Dew's behavior. They want to teach Miss Dew a lesson.
If that's the case, you go back. Debbie needs to rest, or... I figure you wouldn't want to be asked to leave. Otherwise, you'll lose face.
Let's go?
I don't believe this matter has nothing to do with Maggie. Sarah's brain couldn't come up with such a malicious scheme. What's more, Casey Moon and Maggie are old acquaintances.
Do you know that man?
More than just know. Maggie, when she is on abroad, had a romantic relationship with Casey. I felt at that time we could not possibly get married, so I didn't interfere.
Therefore, Maggie and John are not truly in love.
Whether it's genuine or not, I'm also not sure. But Maggie is very ambitious. Looks down on modest families like Casey's. However, they all ended up at the police station, still protecting Maggie. I don't know why.
John, you must find a way to get Sarah and that man out.
Why? Sarah Barry can be disregarded. Who is that man?
He should be Sarah's friend, I suppose. I think it's for me they do that. If I don't save them, I'll feel guilty.
Don't you really know about this matter?
John, do you suspect me? Is this how you see me? As a wicked woman, is that it?
You better be telling the truth. If I find out you have anything to do with this matter, even the slightest connection, I won't let you off.
Even a second-hand bitch is worth such a big fuss to you.
Child, are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you for coming to see me.
Someone came to stun you. We can't just let this go. Miles, get the best lawyer immediately. We must punish them severely.
Grandpa, there's no need for such a big fuss.
You are the granddaughter-in-law of the Sanchez. No measure is too extreme. How can you say it's making a fuss?
It's quite lively, isn't it? It seems I'm superfluous here today.
Mom.
I knew you would be worried about Debbie.
You are Debbie's mother.
It's me. Greetings, Elder.
Greetings, mother-in-law. I had intended to visit another day. I didn't expect to meet you here today.
Let's skip the formalities. Debbie, it's not certain she will marry into the Sanchez.
Debbie is surely the granddaughter-in-law of the Sanchez. I know what you care about. It's my failure to teach my daughter. All my life, I have never bowed or admitted my mistakes to others. Today, for the sake of Miles and Debbie, I admit my fault to you.
You are too serious, Elder.
It is the Sanchez who owes you an apology. Over these years, in fact, the Elder has also done a lot behind the scenes. I originally did not want to bring it up, but today I had no choice. Over the years, you have developed your performances overseas. It was the Elder who personally helped you pave the way. Since the two children like each other, I hope you too can let go of the past. And bless the children.
Awesome. You say even people of higher status than you couldn't secure the venue, yet you managed to get it once you went abroad.
It might be a miscommunication from others.
Or perhaps you were just lucky.
Luna, the two children truly love each other. It has not been easy for them, and they're not getting any younger. Just give your consent.
Mom.
I'm here. Okay, considering the great effort you've put in for Debbie.
Mom, have you agreed? Thank you, Mom.
Then you're okay. I'll leave now. I still need to visit Jason.
Grandpa, Dad, Mom, you all go back first. I'll take Debbie back to the hotel in a moment. No need to return to the Grace family now.
My daughter, you also need to take good care of Debbie.
Stop.
Then I'll let you off today. I'm going to take a bath.
Okay. Why is it you? I was about to ask you the same. What are you doing at my fiancé's house at midnight? Is there something you need?
It seems you're already living together. How is it? Have you experienced my pain?
What pain?
Stop pretending. Miles is not here now. Who are you pretending for?
If you're not sleeping at midnight, and you're here to go crazy, then you should just go back.
Alas. Then I'll make it clear. I advise you, Ma, to marry into the so-called wealthy family at the cost of your own happiness. After all, Miles is not good. You'd better think carefully.
What nonsense are you talking about? Whether Miles is good or not, it's not for you to decide.
I've been engaged to him for so many years. Don't I understand him? I advise you to leave as soon as possible. Otherwise, once married, with the power of the Sanchez, you won't die, but you'll suffer. I'm a very good example.
You are you and I am I. I won't be like you, craving for power and lust. I'm not the same as you.
Don't pretend to stand on such high moral ground.
Should she learn to be as cheap as you?
Miles, how could you say that about me?
How? Aren't you used to being praised?
Do you really want me to spell it out? If you agree to release Sarah and Casey, I guarantee to keep my mouth shut. Otherwise, it will be a lose-lose situation.
You will die, not us.
You, obstinately ignorant. And you? Are you willing to let your man live with this kind of reputation?
Maggie, I don't know why. You insist Miles is not good. I did not expose your relationship with him. I have already done all that is humane and righteous.
I am advising you.
If there's nothing else to say, then get out. Expose it if you want to. I'm going to sleep with my wife.
You just wait.
What if she really speaks to the media?
Let her talk if she wants. Can we really, in front of a crowd, do that for them?
Indecent.
I was planning to let you off today, but you said me indecent. I'll be indecent for you to see.
Hey, who are you?
I am Debbie's good friend.
Huh? Then how come I've never seen you before?
I am a new friend of Debbie's. Debbie asked me to take you to see her.
Oh, really?
Of course. Let's go.
Hello?
Debbie, something in trouble. Jason is missing.
Did you call the police? I did.
The police say now is not the time to file the report.
I'll be right there.
What's wrong?
Jason is missing.
Don't worry, Jason will be all right. Contact everyone you can use. Help me find a girl. I'll send you the photo later. Let's go.
Miss, she was still there when you went to sleep last night. I didn't see her when I came this morning. I thought she went to the bathroom, but after waiting for a long time, she didn't appear.
Did you check the surveillance?
I was so anxious that I forgot.
Wait here for me. Where's Ms. Dent?
I told her to go home and rest. How is it going?
I checked the surveillance. Jason was taken away by a woman.
Could you tell who it was?
It was very well concealed. She must have come prepared.
I know who it is. It's Maggie. She did it to avenge for Sarah Barry. I'm going to find her.
Don't alert her just yet. If it's really her, I'm actually relieved. She needs us. She won't harm Jason.
Debbie! Can we have a proper talk now?
Did you do it? You're the one who took Jason away, right?
You can eat recklessly, but you can't talk recklessly. Don't slander me.
What do you want to do? If it's for Sarah Barry and Casey Moon, I promise you I'll let them go. As long as you ensure Jason's safety.
I think we should meet and talk, but you have to come alone. I will send you the address. Remember, come alone.
I can't let you go alone.
I must go. Jason and I have depended on each other since childhood. I can't lose him.
Leave it to me.
The night breeze brought coolness and only the fragrances of tuberoses. Oh, you've arrived.
Where's Jason?
Hey, don't be in such a rush. Here, can you sing a few lines?
I'm not in the mood to play with you. What do you want to do?
Still so unappreciative.
You.
Debbie Cook. Don't you want to save your brother? That's right. Here, drink until I'm happy. What's the matter? Not willing. If I'm not happy, you might never see the person you want to see again. Hey, too slow. Can't hear me. I said it's too slow. Bitch, bad person. Why are they all surrounding you? What's good about you? You, Debbie Cook.
It's okay, whatever you did to me. As long as you let Jason go.
Really? Okay then. Here, help me lick the shoes clean. Lick it clean properly. What are you doing?
Jason has been found.
Impossible. Stop deceiving me. How could it be possible to find?
You think your means are very clever? Riverside Courtyard, the house I bought for you. You used it to abduct others.
Why would you help them? Don't you hate them?
You are incorrigible.
Is Jason all right?
It's nothing, just a bit scared. He's running a low-grade fever.
Debbie Cook. Mad. Are you mad?
If anything happens to Jason, I will definitely kill you.
Debbie Cook.
Take her to the police station.
Mom, Jason is fine, don't worry.
And you? Are you okay?
I'm also okay.
I am not a good mother. All these years, I have lived with hatred. I'm sorry to you and Jason.
Mom, please don't say that. These years, it was my lack of understanding that made you sad. Come in.
Mom, would you like some soup? I'll pour another bowl when Jason wakes up.
Don't mistakenly acknowledge relatives. Who is your mother?
You are Debbie's mom, which means you are my mom too.
Mom, please have a drink.
I agree. You two can get married, but I have something to discuss with you. After all these years, I have never fulfilled the role of a mother's responsibility. It has always been Debbie taking care of Jason. So this time, I've decided to give up my current job. From now on, I will take care of Jason.
Mom, I want our family to live together.
Mom, I have no objections. I'll listen to Debbie. If you are willing to live with us, I will move to a bigger estate. This ensures that we can live together while also providing private space for each person. And also helps Jason's recovery.
You are considerate. However, I plan after Jason wakes up to take him abroad.
Mom, you also know Jason's condition. Jason is not yet fit for long-distance travel.
I know. I've contacted a heart specialist. I want to see if there is still hope for Jason.
Then I'll go with you.
I'll go as well.
No need. You two still have to prepare for the wedding. If it's quick, we both can still make it to attend your wedding.
What happened? I'll call and ask right now. Debbie, calm down. Help me check. Jason and Luna, were they on the plane that had an accident?
Yes, Mr. Sanchez. We are sure Mr. Cook and Ms. Cook were on the plane.
How is it? Are they all right? No, don't worry. My mom has taken so many flights. Not once has there been an accident. She even promised to attend our wedding. You must be joking with me, right? I'm going to look for them.
Debbie, I'm sorry. Mom and brother might be gone.
Impossible. You're lying. You're lying.
Debbie, look who's here.
Mom.
What's the matter? Did you bully her while I was away?
Mom, I didn't.
No? If not, then why is she crying like this?
Debbie, don't cry.
Mom, you almost scared me to death. The news just reported a plane crash. I really thought something happened to you.
Silly girl. So that's what? Jason, why are you unhappy?
I miss Debbie.
We are going to see a doctor now. We'll be back soon.
But Debbie's about to get married. I want to be with Debbie.
Is the wedding really that important?
Yes. Debbie's wedding is very important. I must attend.
Then let's go back now. After attending the wedding, we'll leave. Is it okay?
Okay.
Miss Cook, do you take the gentleman across from you to be your husband, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, for better or for worse, to love and to cherish, till death do you part? Do you agree to marry him?
I do.
All right then, Mr. Sanchez. Do you take the lady opposite you to be your wife, for richer, for poorer, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish her forever, and to protect her in your responsibility as a husband? Do you agree to marry her?
I do.
All friends present, do you wish to bear witness to their love?
We do.
Now I invite the bride and groom to exchange your tokens of love. And let us congratulate them once again. The groom, you may now kiss your bride.
Are you sure you want to marry Miles Sanchez? Do you want to spend your life with him?
I'm sure.
Okay, then I wish you both well. Wishing you a lifetime of happiness together.
Thank you.
I also thank you. I hope you cherish Debbie properly in the future. Otherwise, I will not let you off.
I certainly will.
Okay, the groom, you may kiss your bride again.
I object.
So frustrating. She was released from prison today.
Leave it to me.
Miles Sanchez can't do that. He can't marry Debbie Cook.
Are you really infertile? Aren't you harming Debbie?
Huh? Miles, when did this happen?
Yeah, how come we didn't know? Miles, if you really can't do that, you can't marry Debbie. We can't delay Debbie's happiness.
Mom, Miles has been deceiving her all along.
Didn't you deceive me?
I am already pregnant. If you don't believe it, then do a paternity test.
I certainly believe you. Come on, let me have a check. Albert, we have a grandson now.
Great. The Sanchez has a descendant now.
So this means I have a grandson?
I've told you, yet you still don't believe.